God. Hello, hello, chat. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, hello, chat.
I hope you all are having a nice Thursday night. Let me see. We're gonna be playing some more Tears of Themis. I don't know how to pronounce it. According to the game, though, one of the characters said, well, the main character was like, it's not Tommy or something. So I'm guessing it's closer to Tommy or Timothy or whatever. I could be pronouncing it incorrectly. Let me actually turn the game down on my end. It's a little bit loud in my headphones. Okay. For all those of you who do not know what the game is, it's basically a gotcha Danganronpa meets Phoenix Wright. You work as a lawyer at a law firm, and we're right at the moment we're getting ready to get down to the bottom of a case, trying to see who poisoned the water with insecticide that's put with at this old man's restaurant, and it's looking like he might have done it on himself. I still think it's the girl who came to us for help. That could be wrong though. But anyway, sorry. We are gonna go ahead and get the game started. So I hope you all are ready to play some Tears of Themis. It's loading, I guess. There we go. We get our daily rewards. I haven't been in this game since I think we first started it last week. So my dailies are of course just 2 days. This event has already ended. The following resources have expired and will be converted. For conversion details, please check your mail. Okay, I'll check my mail. There we go. I'm guessing we're just gonna claim all of it. We got 15 tier thingies. That means we can get 10. We can get 10 gotcha. We had 10 gotcha points. Well, 15 gotcha points. They're called visions, okay? So we're gonna use 10 of them. Well, before I do, let me see if there are any other. Okay, well, there was only one. So we're gonna go ahead and use 10. Ooh, that one looks super rare. That's super. Oh no, that's just rare. Rare. I believe there are only 4 characters that you can get. They're just different poses and art for each one. Ooh, okay, let's see what this was. You're like nobody because I love you. Ooh, and we get art with her in it. Oh, okay, never mind. It's not art with her in it. Super rare Luke, perfect partner. Marius. Cool. We are gonna look in our gotcha cards. See what we got. And let's see if we can level this guy up. 6. Okay, cool. I'm gonna start using it as soon as possible. And we don't have any more enhancers. Alright, let's go ahead and continue with the story. So we're on episode 1 still. Let's see, where were we last? Oh, it says it right there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many did we go through though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we went through 9 last time. So we should be able to get through 8 of what we have. Let's see how long we've been live. I do know that the ads do start playing around the 15-minute mark. So I want to be on top of that. I will make sure to be on top of warning you guys when ads are gonna start. Let's see. You and Luke determined that the suspect is someone closely related to Vernon. Wait. I have to get my water. Alright, got my water. Trying to figure out where I can put it. Okay. You and Luke have determined that the suspect is someone closely related to Vernon and has a conflict of interest with the restaurant. You suddenly think of Pedro, the man that Winnie had argued with. Vernon had rejected his sales offers several times, which constitutes a conflict of interest. Could this case be related to another one I'm working on? Another case? I'm talking about Pedro, the sales manager for a deli cart. Winnie told me about him back at the law firm. Winnie didn't tell you about him? Or is it there's something more to this? Deli cart received an investment funds from Pax Capital, and is planning to go public. Did you hear about that? Yeah, I did. I also heard that many smaller financial institutions are following suit. Yep, one of them hired me to perform credit background checks on Delicart. During my investigation, I found that Delicart not only hired a bunch of paid posters to write fake reviews, but they're also suspects of making money through illegal means. What? Delicart's just a food review app. What's their goal? I don't know. I don't know either. But this case might have given me a lead. There's a lot of competition in the review app market. Although Delicar can remain afloat, its revenues are nowhere high enough to go public. But if an accident occurred at one of their client's restaurant, Delicart's premium PR service would become useful. You're saying that Delicart intentionally sabotages his clients? Like review bombing a restaurant to force its owners to purchase Delicart's premium service to save their restaurant's reputation? This is just my hypothesis based on the 2 cases that I have had. This is just my hypothesis based on these 2 cases, and I don't have any hard evidence yet. I didn't think this is what private detectives do nowadays. What else? You think I'd be invading some celebrity's privacy or digging into affairs? Give me a break. You said it, not me. I thought private detectives were all about solving cold cases. Pedro happens to be a Delicart employee, so you might be right. Let's see if we can find some evidence here. Start investigation. Although it's not open, the restaurant's still kept clean and tidy. This part of the plant is thriving. It looks like it's cared for very well. Wait, is that an earthworm wriggling around in the soil? Okay. Mr. Green's pretty amazing. He was the champion of last year's Stella's angling competition. He looked so cheerful in this picture, but now and it caused his restaurant to close down. Of course, he'd be upset. Speaking of fishing, I remember that you used to love seafood. How about now? Of course I do. Arguably even more now. Seafood's low in fat, so I don't have to worry about gaining weight. A little fat's good for you. You always feel too skinny to me. Hey, shut up. No way. I just brought a new dress. Oh, ads is gonna start in 20 seconds. Let's see. What? I don't know how to pronounce that. And arts are starting. See y'all in 3 minutes. Well, the ads haven't started just yet, but when they do, I'll see y'all in 3 minutes. We're gonna go on BRB, and then I'm gonna fill up on some more water. Just waiting for it to pop up. I don't want to get started and then the ads start again. Mid-sentence. Alright, I guess we'll just keep going until the ads do start. Oh, there it goes. See y'all in 3 minutes. And for the people on YouTube, you don't see the ads, but we will be on the BRB. Welcome back from ads. Welcome back from ads. We're going to continue our investigation trying to find out who poisoned the restaurant's water with insecticide. Maybe still check somewhere around here. The restaurant's still warmly lit. They say the warm lights increase your appetite. So if I want to lose weight, I should change the light bulbs at home. An open kitchen. It's visually pleasing for customers to see their food being prepared. But if the chef messes up, that's a different story. Tableware looks like custom made. We don't really care. We want to do the stuff that's... Ooh. A QR code to sign up for the restaurant's membership. Let me see. Turns out the only members can reserve reservations. Now I can skip the line next time I'm here. You access the computer on the checkout counter to check the restaurant's account log. The expediators look normal. Okay, I was like, why is the game audio sounding on my screen? Okay. The expediators look normal. Most of the costs are towards ingredients and Delicart's monthly membership fee. Expediators for supporting underprivileged students are also recorded. Delicart's review bombed this place, but Mr. Green still pays their membership fee. He's been a member since March of last year. Huh? Look, Pedro's name is here. Let me take a swig of water. Feels like there's something in my throat. Gotta wash it down. You find Pedro's name among the list of underprivileged students. Ooh. That Vernon had supported. Vernon used to send him $300 every month. Pedro was one of the students that Mr. Green had helped. The records show that Vernon had supported Pedro for a long time. Payments stopped in June last year, around the time Pedro would have graduated from college. Do you see Pedro's bank account number anywhere? Yes, the last 4 digits match the account number on the insecticide, 330 receipt. In that case, Pedro's extremely suspicious. Damn. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Evidence FSB incident report. The food safety, the FSB food incident report. The cause of the incident was determined to be insecticide contamination of the spring water used for cooking. Receipt, transaction records. Theory. Insecticide 330 is a toxic substance mixed into the seafood tofu soup. Therefore, this is clearly a criminal case and not a food poisoning case. Okay, let's back out. Trying to get to the... Oh god. Agreed. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the bonk. I will have to fix that so it actually looks like it's hitting me, but thank you so much. How you doing? Hey, and congratulations on first. Nice.
Yes, yummy, yummy, yummy. Tell me, tell me, tell me.
And thank you for redeeming your daily stack of pancakes. You now have 5 sets of pancakes. Cake! Mm. 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 Thank you so much. The cake is delicious. And you put egg on my face. Thank you so much for all the redeems. Hey, Roland, welcome in, welcome in. It's been a while. I think the last time I saw you, we were playing Nino Kuni. You have so many new ones. They're not new, they were already here. It's just that I deactivated them for the art stream. Because when I'm doing the art stream, I'm on my laptop and my computer can't handle all the programs that I have. My laptop can't handle all the things that I have open, but I have it on a PC, so everything's looking nice. Yeah. How y'all been doing? I hope y'all been having a nice Thursday night. Tomorrow's Friday. Got a chance to relax. I was taking a nap. Ooh, me too. That's why the stream was a little late today. I go live at 7:30, typically on weekdays. It's Friday today for me. Hey, congratulations. Do you work weekends, Roland? Or are you still like, do you work on weekends too? I'm only excited because weekends we got off, except for like Friday until 5. No, I'm free weekends. Nice. Me too. Let's see. I might have to use some hints. Or I could maybe these vents up here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use some hints. See, how's anyone supposed to see that? Is this photo of Mr. Green's family? Ooh, I bet Vernon is part of his family. While searching the bookshelf, you come across a picture of a frame hidden amongst the recipes. It must be him and his wife. This must be Mr. Green's wife, Penny. She's beautiful. It's gotta be her. I mean, they look extremely close with each other. Her smile is so gentle. She must have. She must have been a kind-hearted person. It's such a pity. Mr. Green was quite handsome back in his prime, but now he seems a bit haggard. I hope this blows over so he can get back to his feet. Get back on his feet. Is this Mr. Green's son? When Winnie hired me, she told me about Mr. Green's current situation. She didn't mention that he had a son. She's only been in Stella's for a month. It's understandable that she doesn't know everything about his family. I feel like the boy in the photo seems familiar. It is Vernon! Familiar? Could you have met him recently? I really can't remember. And that's why he's protecting him, because he's his son. The spot has already been checked. I should look elsewhere. We're just gonna click everywhere. Oh, it could be on the back. It is him! You remove the photo to see if there is a date on the back, but you find another photo wedged behind the photo frame. It's Pedro. The photo is dated March 2028. It was taken 2 years ago. Why would Pedro's photo be with Mr. Green's family photo? Judging by Mr. Green's age, his son should be much older than Pedro. We'll have to ask Mr. Green about it then. Alright, let's back out. And let's do the hint. Nothing here. What? I was already there. I guess I didn't check on it. I haven't seen a handwritten customer feedback book in a long time. Winnie said the restaurant got review bombed on Delicat once Mr. Green turned down Pedro's offer. The positive feedback in this book is proof that Delicat hires ghostwriters to write negative reviews. You can feel the sincerity behind each written comment. This place is truly loved. There's a leaflet tucked between the pages. It's a quote from Delicat on their premium services. There's a handwritten discount offer. Pedro's business card is also attached. Looks like Delicat tried to sell. Hi, Artie. It's so good to see you again. Hey, Donnie. Welcome in, welcome in. It's great to see you, too. We're just continuing our playthrough of Tears of Themis. And we're getting to know that if you were here last time and you remember Pedro, he might be the victim's son. Oh, God. Thank you for the pancake shower, Donnie. I hope you're having a nice Thursday night or Friday morning if it's Friday wherever you are. It is currently 8:17 here, so it is a Thursday night. Let's see. Looks like Delicat tried to sell their premium services to Mr. Green. PR service price quota obtained. And let's back out. Luke notices a CCTV camera high in the corner near the entrance. It looks like today has been lovely. I love the model. Thank TW. Thank you so much for doing your daily stack of pancakes. Cake. Delicious. Thank you so much, Donnie. I love cake. Thank you for feeding me. And like I said, thank you so much for redeeming your daily stack of pancakes. You now have 3 stacks. And thank you. This model was created by, I forgot their name. I think it's in Chinese. But I did do the design work, so I really appreciate it. It's so wonderful. I love the redeems. Yeah. The redeems, it might say new still, but when I was doing my art stream, I turned the redeems off just because my laptop can't handle all the programs that I have open. But on my PC, they can handle it. Okay. Juice.
Yeah, I'm checking into here.
Okay. And hey, Ma, if you, it could be any juice, but if they have the raspberry, cranberry, apple, I want that one. Yeah, you can leave it cracked. All right, Lulu. Come here, Lulu. That was my mom. She's gonna get something. She's gonna go to the store. Alright, let's see. It's wonderful. I love the redeems. Yes. Especially Riz shower. Gotta Riz me up. It looks like the camera's damaged. I'll get it down so we can inspect it. The camera is high up near the ceiling. Luke stacks 2 chairs on top of each other before climbing up. However, they appear shaky and unsafe. I'll steady the chairs for you. Be careful. Don't worry. I'll be down in a flash. Luke's movements are nimble. He swiftly detaches the camera from its wall mount. Only once Luke's feet are back to the floor, you relax. Your neck is sore from looking up. Ooh, they inspect the camera. Oh, it is broken. Must have threw like a rock at it. The lens is shattered. The camera's not easily accessible in an easily accessible location. So how did this happen? Judging from the cracks, it was hit by a blunt force. It's possible that the culprit tried to break it after discovering it. The camera must have been hit by a hard object. The memory card slot's damaged, so I can't eject it. But after some simple repairs, we should be able to remove the memory card. The Wi-Fi receiver is broken too. There's no online capability. It would have helped us anyway. But it wouldn't have helped us anyway. Surveillance footage is usually kept on the cloud for only 14 days. Any videos from the incident are probably gone now. And looks like that was all the things that we had to check out. After going through the scene again, you now have a clearer picture of the persons responsible for the food poisoning incident. Now we're sure that Descartes, or rather Pedro, tried to market premium services to Mr. Green. However, we can't implicate him only with a receipt. He could argue that he dropped it in the restaurant after the incident. If the surveillance camera caught him here before, what if the surveillance camera caught him in here before the incident occurred? It'd be hard for him to argue his way out of that. But the camera, oh, I had a look. It can be easily fixed, and I have the tools I need right here. He really has everything. That's amazing. Wouldn't expect anything less from my Sherlock. Sit back and watch the magic happen. Luke pulls out all the sorts of gadgets from his pockets. Before he can start, Vernon comes downstairs with Winnie's assistance. You can save your efforts. I broke the camera myself. Vernon, what was the one who did it? What? Come on, man. He's just stubbing us at every corner. And he's the victim. Okay, let's see. Oh, is this a battle? Case details. A couple is picking the restaurant's Camilas for selfies. Some of this almost made Vernon's heart disease flare up. Seeing this almost made his heart disease flare up. Let's see. Oh, boss attributes. Let's see if we can get some more of these. Oh wait, let me see the... I'm trying to remember. I know it's red, green, blue. So, green is better than blue. Red is better than green. Okay, let's start the bait. Wave 1. They're just flowers. You're making a big deal out of it. It's just a flower. You're being stingy. You're being so stingy. Flowers all wilt, so giving them to my girlfriend is more valuable. Babe, use this Camilla for your selfie. You'll get tons of likes. Nice, that's all. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Ah, level up. Cool. Mr. Green, you and Luke both are both surprised by Vernon's sudden confession. Ouch. Thank you. Oh, Toasty, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the bonk. How you doing tonight? Wait, let me get my water. Where did I put it? There we go. I got my water. Just gonna take a few swigs of water. Doing all right. Got a headache. Oh, I hope you feel better. I'm doing fine myself. Ready for the weekend. I'm probably gonna go until 10 today. I mean tonight, or maybe 9:30. It really depends. Cause I like working on the commissions, so I might just like cut it short if it's a work on them. You know what? 10's a good number. I think I usually go by like 11 sometimes, but yeah. But I hope you're. Oops, my model is acting crazy. Hold on, she's stuck. There we go. But I hope you're doing well, and I hope your headache gets better. Oh God. Welcome in, Ras. Welcome in, and thank you for the trick or treat. And like I said before, trick or treat only lasts until this month. So get all your trick or treat redeems out before it's gone forever. Well, not forever, until next October. And thank you for redeeming your daily stack of pancakes, Ras. You have 8 stacks. Cake! Thank you so much for the cake. I love it. Thank you for feeding me, Toasty. Thank you for redeeming your daily stack of pancakes. Wait a minute. It says you have 0. Pretty sure this is your first time redeeming, huh? And head pats. You feed me, then you pat my head. You're so good to me, Toasty. Head pats. Is this your first time redeeming the daily stack? I redeemed it last time I was here. Huh. That's so wild. Yeah. I'm not sure why it is saying you only have none. Especially because Toasty and not Toasty, but it went up for Rasp and usually goes up for Dino. I have to look into that just to see, just to make sure. Oh, you gave me a mustache. I'm in disguise. You don't even know who I am. Cake. Yeah, the mustache is right over it. Gay mustache, yeah. And let me see. Fishing is for some reason acting up. Oh, fish. You have to do it. You have to do the redeem. You can't do the command. Is the fish redeem not there? I think I re-enabled it. Let me see. Oh, okay. Yes, it's there. To see what you're catching. Let's see. Toasty has caught a mackerel. Hey, thank you for the bonk. Ouch. It hurts. Hey, Riz shower. You trying to riz me up, Toasty? Ooh. Let me continue. But I hope y'all are doing well tonight. Like I said, Toasty, I hope your headache is feeling better, gets better soon. Uh, and I hope y'all, if it's Friday where you're at, hope you're having a nice weekend. If it's not Friday, I hope you will have a nice weekend. Let's see. You and Luke are both surprised by Vernon's sudden confession that he was the one. Hope you're having a good night. Yeah, my night's been going pretty well. I took a nap, almost missed stream, but well, I guess I did because it was like seven. I started at like 7:40 or something. Well, it's supposed to be 7:30, but I took a nap and I got some good sleep in. But yeah, I hope you're also having a nice night, Rasp. Let's see. You and Luke are both surprised by Vernon's sudden confession that he was the one who broke the CCTV camera. Mr. Green, you knew from the start that the food poisoning incident was deliberately caused by someone, didn't you? And that someone is none other than Pedro. Vernon walks to a table, sits down without saying a word. Grandpa Vern, why are you still trying to protect that ungrateful scum? You've been too kind to him. You give him an inch and he takes a mile. Winnie, what did Mr. Green tell you? Winnie silently looked at Vernon with an irate expression on her face, then turns away, biting her lip. Other than a long sigh, Vernon shows no sign of wanting to tell you the truth. His strange behavior reminds you of the family photo and Pedro's photo on the bookshelf. That's it. Pedro's the one who looks like the boy in the photo. Could that be the reason why Mr. Green's hiding the truth? Mr. Green, forgive me if what I'm about to say is too personal. We found a photo of your family and Pedro on the bookshelf. Are you protecting him because he resembles your son? Oh. Okay, I didn't think about that. I was like, he's his son. But they did say that he's older than his son is older than Pedro. Vernon looks up at you in surprise, and then lets out a long sigh. How did you know? Okay, so that makes more sense, I guess. I would have liked it if he was the son instead of resembling the son. You hand Vernon the photo you found on the bookshelf. The boy in this photo is your son. Yes, he was our only child, Peter. What happened? 27 years ago, Peter was 18. He was just accepted into Stellis University, his dream school. He wanted to celebrate by going on a trip, a car accident. It was a happy occasion, but there was a car accident. Peter never returned. Penny and I started helping impoverished students to cope with our loss. It feels like Peter's dream university lives on through them and their hard work. However, Penny never recovered from our son's death. She passed away 2 years later. I'm so sorry, Mr. Green. Penny loved to cook, left behind a recipe book. Penny loved to cook, left behind a recipe book. Oh wait, my model's freaking out. Penny loved to cook, a recipe book. Wait, no, it said left behind a recipe book. I quit my job and opened this restaurant so people could enjoy her cooking. Pedro was a part-timer here. He worked while studying for college. He really reminded me of Peter. Every night, saw him studying in the kitchen after work. I couldn't help but want to give him a hand. To me, he's different from all the other students I've sponsored. Sounds like the Pedro back then was a good and honest person. Of course, it's not his fault that he poisoned the water. Delicart forced him to do it. Delicart forced him? How do you know? It all began when he started working for that company last year. Grandpa Vern, you gotta help me. They're gonna fire me. Pedro, what happened to you? Pedro kneels before Vernon, bitterly sobbing. His cheeks were swollen, and purple palm prints are visible on his skin. He was obviously beaten. Hold on, give me a moment, y'all. Let me see. Okay, just checking something. Who did this to you? I'll call the police right now. No, don't call the cops. I did this to myself. To yourself? Why would you? I was 70,000 away from the monthly target, so I had to slap myself 50 times in front of my team. The company called it a motivation boost. If I didn't stop myself hard enough, they were going to reduce my salary for not reflecting on my mistakes. That's ridiculous. It's illegal for your a. The gay mustache again. I do have it set to random, but looks like the gay mustache is prevailing. That's ridiculous. It's illegal for your company to do this. Pedro, quit right now. We'll sue them. Grandpa Vern, I can't quit. You don't know how hard it is to find a job right now. I finally graduated from college. I can't go back to doing manual labor. I didn't last long in my previous jobs. If I quit again, no company's gonna hire me. I don't want to go back to my hometown, not that backwater place. I want to study in the city. I want to stay in the city. What Delicart did was absolutely illegal. He should have listened to you and resigned, and then sued them. Pedro was afraid of poverty, so he wanted to advance his career. I understand that. I was shocked at the time and just wanted to help him. He asked me to purchase Delicart's membership at $300 a month. I agreed and considered it as continued support for him. That was just the beginning, wasn't it? Pedro started pushing you to spend more money on things like the premium membership. That's right, the premium membership is $4,500 a month, and advertisement is even more expensive. I really can't afford it. My refusal put more pressure on him to meet his sales target. This pushed him down the crooked path. This is all Delicart's fault. Their go-to tactics and review bombing and hiring people to stir up trouble. The restaurant next door fell victim to this. How come the restaurant owners never teamed up to file a lawsuit together? We had no evidence. Word has it that Delicart has powerful backers. Everyone online is on their side, and I can only watch as Pedro learned their evil ways. To tell the truth, by the time the FSB left, I knew it was Pedro who did it. But that's why you washed the tanks, cleaned up the insecticide, and even destroyed the CCTV camera. All this was to protect him. Are you so sure it was Pedro? Grandpa Vern, if you let Pedro get off easy, your restaurant will be driven out of the business because of this incident. Then no one can enjoy Granny Penny's food. I had considered bringing this matter to light, but I don't want Pedro to go to jail. He's just young and naive. If he goes to jail, his whole life will be ruined. Mr. Green, the only way to set him back on the right path is to put Delicart to justice. Don't you agree? The poisoning case can be the first step to unraveling Delicart's crime. As long as Pedro can testify against them. You don't get it. I never thought of that. But we can't afford to mess with that company. You didn't stop us from investigating, Drew. You didn't stop us from investigating, though. A part of you wants the truth to come out, don't you? Doesn't it? If Pedro's willing to cooperate, I can defend him in court. Miss, you're a lawyer, aren't you? I realized it a while ago. You hid your identity probably because Whitney told you that I didn't like lawyers. You didn't even realize that you said what you said until right now. I'm sorry, Mr. Green. Actually, I'm not against hiring a lawyer. I'm only afraid that Pedro will get in trouble. I thought that nothing would turn up in your investigation since I cleaned everything. If it give Wendy peace of mind or lower the compensation payout, that'd be enough. I underestimated your abilities and Winnie's persistence. I told Winnie everything while you were upstairs. She tried to change my mind, but I know you're all doing this for me, but I really can't bear the thought of Pedro in prison. I'm sorry, but you should go ahead back. Oh, excuse me, I had a burp. Vernon turns around and starts going upstairs. Your mouth opens to say something when the restaurant door suddenly swings open. Who would be here at this time? You look towards the front door and It's either your boss, it's either our boss or Pedro. Pedro. It's Pedro. Are we gonna fight him? No, we're not gonna fight. Upon seeing you and Luke inside with Winnie and Vernon, Pedro freezes for a moment, but then he sneers. Old man, what can you do? What can you do even with a lawyer? You're up against Balder, the best of the best. You can't win. Why not save yourself some money and buy the premium services for me? See, Grandpa Vern, he's gone completely off the deep end. Pedro, Vernon is not in good health. Worried that Pedro might become rowdy, you start to step in between the two. However, Luke places a hand on your arm and gently squeezes it. Don't rush. He winks at you and flashes something from his pocket, a recording pen. Does he think Pedro might get emotional and reveal the truth? Or about everything? Pedro, why won't you resign? You ought to know that what you did was against the law. Against the law? Which law did I break? Do you have any evidence? Of course we do. What happened at this restaurant wasn't a food poisoning accident, but a case of deliberate contamination. We found a receipt showing that you bought a toxic insecticide. What do you think about that? Pedro sees the evidence you and Luke collected on the table behind you, and his expression immediately changes. You got some nerve, old man. Aside from lecturing me endlessly, you're also forging evidence. What a two-faced geezer. You say you care about me, but now you're pulling this crap? What a hypocrite. Pedro, how dare you call Grandpa Vern a hypocrite? What did he ever do to you? Cut the crap. Like you don't know. If I didn't look like his dead son, he wouldn't have encouraged me to go to college and stay in Stella's. Does he know how hard it is to relocate and to survive here? Forget buying a house and settling down. I can barely earn enough to cover rent and food in this hyper-competitive city. He forced me to do this into this situation, so he should be held responsible. Besides, this isn't natural for a father to give his son money. Besides, isn't it natural for a father to give his son money to support his career? Damn, he pulled the son card. You're truly beyond reason. I'm being equitable. Wait, what? I'm being equitable? If he buys my company's services, he can promote his business and reach my target. And I can reach my target. What's unfair about this? But he'd rather play hero and throw his money at bottom feeder students. Look at where that got him. Do you see any of those students helping him now? Not a single except you. Not a single one except you. But you're only here because you need the money to get through college. This is karma for him being a hypocrite. How about it? Buy our premium PR services and I can hit my target. Everyone is shocked by Pedro's shamelessness. Vernon stares incredulously at Pedro, deeply wounded by his words. Grandpa Vern! The quiet restaurant is suddenly filled with the sound of Vernon's rapid breathing. He clutches his chest and kneels in pain. You and Luke move to check in on Vernon, but Pedro suddenly makes a beeline for the evidence on the table. Luke swiftly seizes his wrist. Ow! Let me go. Pedro's face pales from pain. Unable to free himself from Luke's grip, Pedro swings his free fist towards Luke. Luke blocks the hit and twists Pedro's wrist. Pedro screams as Luke... I just imagine him going, ah! Pedro screams as Luke locks his arms behind his back. Luke pins Pedro down with an expression as merciless as a sharpened blade. Pedro Brooks, do not attempt to destroy the evidence. If you admit your guilt and testify about Delicart's crime, you'll likely receive a reduced sentence. You are concerned about work and rent, right? You won't have to worry about those things in prison. You people, I'm warning you. The PAX group has our backs. You don't want to mess with us. So what if PAX Group's owned by wealthy Von Hagens? Their money means nothing before the law. Justice is blind. I'll defend Mr. Green in court, and I'll take this case to the Supreme Court if I have to, even against the PAX groups. Let him go. I'll hire you as my defense attorney. I'm cutting all ties with him. You can't do that. Luke drags Pedro to the door and shoves him outside. Don't come back here and harass Mr. Green again. You don't want that. Wait, what? You don't want to know what will happen if you do. Luke closes the door and briefly interacts with the smart lock, deleting Pedro's fingerprints from his database. Intimidated by Luke, Pedro picks himself up and scurries away. Mr. Green, should we call an ambulance for you? Winnie gives Vernon his emergency medication, but you're still worried. I'm okay. Give me the agreement. I'll sign it right now. You were right. The best way to help Pedro is to bring that evil company to justice. I was too apprehensive about their background, but I'm this old, and yet I can't compare her to the courage of this young lady. You're too kind. You're right. You won't find a lawyer more virtuous than her. She'll definitely win the case for you. After Vernon signs the representation agreement, After Vernon signs the representation agreement, you and Luke decide to repair the CCTV camera at Luke's office so Vernon can rest. You feel assured knowing that Winnie is taking care of Vernon. Audio recording of Pedro's confession obtained. Mr. Green, we'll take our leave now. Leaving the restaurant, Luke says that his office is in the same house that his parents left him, which isn't too far from Penny's comfort food. It's better to walk the short distance rather than hailing a taxi and getting stuck in traffic. Ooh, this is good. Why are you staring at me like that? Look at this animation. I haven't seen you in ages. There's a lot I want to tell you. I don't know where to start. Same here. When I was gone, I always thought of you. There was so much I wanted to share with you. But now that we were reunited, it feels like there's no need for words as long as you're all right. Don't keep everything to yourself. I want to know. It's gonna be a long, long, long story. Do you have a spot for me in your schedule, Miss Attorney? Luke, when did you come back? Why didn't you come see me? I only got back last week. The truth. Fine. I've been back for a little while. I was busy working on an urgent case, so I didn't have time to find you. Your hands. Are you measuring my height? Of course. I want to see how much taller you've grown. How come you get to keep growing past 20? You're probably at least at 180 centimeters now. I was only 16 when I left. Of course I'd grow taller. I'm 180 on the dot. How do you like that? You still have that key. Of course, you gave it to me. Compared to you before, your skin is tan now, right? You know, I always wanted to be tan. I hated being called pale. He still looks pale. I actually was gonna say that you're still as pale as ever. Have you been doing lab experiments all these years? How do you tan in a lab? Would it kill you to play along? Calling me out like this. We're almost there. My agency is just up ahead. This will be my first time in a detective's office. Looking forward to it, Detective Pierce. I promise to not disappoint. You and Luke chat and laugh all the way to his office. However, the sign in front of you, Luke, this 3-story building is your house, right? What is this Times of Antiquities? Shouldn't it be something like Pierce Private Investigations? Should you rent out your first floor? Thanks to them zealous detectives, people sometimes mistake us as paparazzi. Most clients don't want to see visiting a don't want to be seen visiting a private investigator. So I opened an antiquities and antique shop as cover to facilitate business. My office is on the second floor. So that's it? Wait, so that's it? Initially, you thought the storefront was only a cover. However, after entering the shop, you feel as if you stepped into another world. Antique shop. The shop isn't large, but it's filled with all sorts of antiques from different time periods. A striking clock faces towards you. A golden magpie perches on a branch. The beating of its wings synchronize the clock's movement. A wooden music box on an adjacent shelf is playing Claire de Lune by Claude Debussy. Wait. The only reason I'm laughing at that is because there's this YouTuber named what's his name? Damn. I had it too. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Oh wait, John Can You Not? That's his name. And he uses that last name as like a fake last name when he's prank calling people. And it's just so funny to me. Okay. By Claude Debussy, when you draw closer, you catch a whiff of sandalwood. A beautifully carved kerosene lamp, complete with comic sets, a brass table lamp inspired by biblical stories. It's as if you travel back from the time of a current from the time. It's as if you travel back in time from the current year 2030. Oh wait. There we go. Thank you so much for the hearts, Donnie. How do you like it here? Pretty impressive, isn't it? They may not be true antiques, but items that from last century have a certain charm to them. This is all your collection. In a sense, I might keep some, but I'm safeguarding the others until the true owners discover them. Each item contains its own unique memories. They have a storied past and future waiting ahead. Luke walks to the counter with a press of button. With a press of a button, the ordinary counter morphs into a high-tech workstation. This must be the youngest item in the shop. Give me 10 minutes to get the memory card out. You can even time me. Okay then, starting from now. That's cheating. I haven't even gotten my tools out yet. Your exaggerated motion of starting a timer on your phone urges Luke to hastily break out his toolbox from underneath the workstation. Ooh, this is a nice shot. BTW, welcome in, welcome in. You're late. We're about to end stream. I'm kidding. We're not about to end stream. I just feel like messing with you. How you doing tonight? And I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday night. Or if it's Friday morning for you, I hope you're having a nice weekend. But yeah, how you doing? I'm doing well. I'm glad to hear that. We're actually, if you were here from you were here for last Tears of Themis playthrough. We found out that if you were interested, we found out that the person that poisoned the water is the man from the beginning of the game called Pedro, and he's using the fact that he looks like the victim's dead son to get him to swindle money out of him, essentially. Yeah, but it's fucked up. You should have been here when we were reading it. He was like, isn't it our father's right to give his son money? And I was like, ooh, he played the son card. But yeah, let me see. Luke is silent as he concentrates on the task at hand. This reminds you of him studying in the library for a competition all those years ago. The Luke before you is no longer the excitable and impulsive youth from your memories. Anyway, I'm currently putting my OCs in a Halloween costume. Oh, cool. Do you have any idea what kind of costumes you're gonna put them in? Wait, hold on. Let me actually fix my camera. Okay. Original outfits. Oh, okay. Interesting, interesting. I know Charlie, one of my friends, was like, "Hey, you should you should draw Remy as a dog. Not like a dog, like on all fours, but with like dog ears and a dog tail and things like that. Just because it's like something that I do in my in our chats. I go bork, like I'm a dog, and they go meow, and I'll be like chase them. Almost finished. I'll post all of them when I'm done with all of my OCs. Okay, interesting. I hope I can't wait to see them. And I hope you post them in the Discord if you do. Let's see. Luke is. Oh wait, I just read this. He has grown into a mature and reliable man. Is this a result of 8 years worth of study? You suddenly feel a bit sad that you two miss so much of each other's lives. How are your parents? I haven't I hadn't had time to visit them since I came back. When I was in university, Mom and Dad were recruited as researchers to a secret research project like you. Luke's hand abruptly paused. Secret research project? Yeah, no contact with the outside world. They still regularly send me holiday postcards and money though. I don't know when they'll return, but they're both research fanatics. I think they'll be fine. Luke seems relieved about hearing you say this. He resumes his work. That's good. If you get a chance, tell them that I'm back in Celis. Let them know that they have nothing to worry about because I'll take care of you. Wow, you're such an adult now. You're sure you aren't planning to stir up more trouble? Some trouble? I used to always get scolded because you dragged me into one thing or another. Oh, come on. That's all in the past. All right. Mission accomplished. How long did it take? 7.5 minutes. You're amazing. I don't falsely advertise. You take the memory card from Luke's and insert it into your tablet. The surveillance footage shows the restaurant's front door. According to Mr. Green, Pedro could have only poisoned the water between 6:30 and 8 a.m. when no one was in. You fast forward. Hold on, Mom's giving me a text. She just checked it on me. Okay. You fast forward to the target time frame and played a double speed. Sure enough, Pedro appears on the video. There he is. He entered the restaurant at 7:28 a.m., left at 7:43 a.m. That's more than enough time to commit the crime. I would stay, but I gotta get those done out. I gotta get those done out of the way. See ya and enjoy the rest of your stream. Thank you so much, BTW, and you enjoy your drawing. I would stay, but I got. Oh wait, I just read that. I thought it was a new message. But anyway, have a nice rest of your night. Let's see. That's more than enough time to commit the crime. It looks like our app break is going to be starting in 1 minute, everyone. So get ready to get something to drink, get something to eat, and we'll be back in 3 minutes when the app breaks happen. Hey, thank you so much for the soda. I really appreciate it. I'm assuming it was BTW. It doesn't show me who until I click on the link. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hey, and we went up a percentage. We're now 40% towards our goal. Oh god. Thank you for the Riz shower, Donnie. Trying to Riz me up, huh? Well, you got 20 seconds to do it because then the ad breaks happen. In the video, you see Pedro putting his hand into a bulging pocket, which most likely holds the insecticide 336. 330. However, due to the angle of the camera, artistically, dang. Looks like our ad is starting. Might start in a couple of seconds. It's a bit of a delay, but we are gonna go and break for 3 minutes. I'll keep reading until the ads actually pop up. Let's see. However, due to the angle of the camera, the surveillance footage doesn't show Pedro actually committing the crime. Front door surveillance footage obtained. The video captured not only Pedro, but the worker who delivered the tank of spring water, as well as Vernon and his caretaker leaving the restaurant and returning to the restaurant. The last part of the video shows Vernon destroying the CCTV camera after the FSB staff had left. Mr. Green must have suspected Pedro's involvement in Deli Card's track record, and pressured him to. Oh, okay. It looks like the ads have started. See y'all in 3 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and go on ad breaks. We're gonna go on BRB, and I'll see y'all in 3 minutes. I'm gonna start making some noodles. Okay, welcome back to the ads, everyone. I know the ads probably already. Hold on, I'm breathing hard. Oh God, my fork is hot. I know the ads probably started like a minute ago or something like that. I was just at the microwave putting some ramen on. Give me one moment, and I'm gonna stir this up. Then we're gonna continue. Oh God, sauce is getting everywhere. Alright, just mixing up my spice my spicy noodles. Okay, gonna let that cool down. Okay, let's see. Mr. Green must have suspected Pedro's involvement to Delicart, due to Delicart's track record and his pressure to meet his target. He probably is not familiar with the technology or remembered the memory card still inside after breaking it. He probably didn't. He also didn't know the details about the crime. He probably thought Pedro and put only insecticide, but the insecticide only inside the water tank, which must be why we found so many clues. We collected quite a bit of evidence today. I'll need to organize it all for the court for use in court on Wednesday. Let me help you with that. The visit feature is unlocked. Let's check it out. Oh no, is this gonna be what's it called? Fan servicey? On this map of Stellus, you can see all the characters you can visit. Unlock this more by progressing through the main story. For now, let's the first visit Luke. You can interact with characters here to increase their character affection and read his personal story. Yeah, so it's a fan servicey thing. Welcome to interactions. We don't have to read this. I don't plan on using this. Oh God, is it gonna make me read one? Oh, okay, good. While organizing the evidence with Luke, you suddenly think of something important. The chemical analysis and fingerprints we obtained may not be admissible evidence. We need to send them to the police to be reassessed by a qualified professional. No need. I'll print out the formal reports for the evidence and sign them. My stamp of approval is it's just as valid. Yours? How are you? I'm not ordinary private detective. Luke is definitely hiding something from you. You're gonna have a long chat with him once you have the time. What's your strategy for approaching this trial? Are you gonna go for Delicart or Pedro himself? We don't have enough evidence at this time to implicate Delicart. First things first, I'll have to prove that Pedro was the perpetrator. then the judge can dismiss the plaintiff's claims for compensation. That's hot. Just eating some noodles from Mr. Green. Oh, okay. She said something and it kind of added. Makes sense. How are you going to prove that Pedro had a motive to commit the crime, though? Pedro's motive must establish first before we can consider him a suspect. When he told you that Pedro had Vernon had repeatedly turned down Pedro's offers. Connection found. Pedro's motive was Delicart's pressure on him to reach his sales target. Mr. Green did say that Delicart punishes employees in a humiliating way if they don't reach their target. Pedro could have reached his target if Mr. Green purchased Delicart's premium service. But Winnie said that Mr. Green turned him down on numerous occasions, which may have pushed him to take such drastic measures. Excuse me, I'm just munching. True, Mr. Green really doesn't care about the negative comments on the app. Pedro could only sell his company services if something serious happened to the restaurant. Exactly. Now that we have a motive, we need to prove that he had opportunity. For example, a window of time that he could have committed the crime. Surveillance video shows Pedro entering the restaurant at 7:28 and leaving at 7:30. Spring water was delivered daily at 6 on the day of the incident. The restaurant was unattended at 6:30 to 8 a.m. Connection found. The surveillance video shows that Pedro was at the restaurant at the time of Mr. Green said no one was around. By then, the spring water had already been delivered, but the footage only shows his presence, not the insecticide 3330. We'll need other evidence to prove that he possessed the tools for the crime. And let's go ahead and get this last two. The receipt shows part of. Oop, I was too slow. The restaurant from the transactions restaurant or whatever. Pedro also unwittingly gave us a piece of evidence. Okay, let's see what we missed. Okay, the receipt shows that part of the purchaser's request payment account number, which matches the Pedro's personal account number from the restaurant's transaction records. We saw him operating the smart lock by entering the restaurant. Now we have proof that the fingerprints on the receipt and the smart lock database belongs to Pedro. That means he was the one who had the toxic insecticide. If he denies it, he can ask the judge to compare the fingerprints in court. Pedro must have brought the receipt to the restaurant while he was committing the crime. Also, it wouldn't have been found in its way under the cabinet by accident. We found the same prints on the receipt and whatever water dispenser and on the water dispenser. We know insecticide 330's chemicals composition. The FSB's incident report indicates that the causative agents for the food poisoning are the same as the ones found in insecticide 330, but there's still room for Pedro to bluff his way out of it. He could claim that he bought the insecticide and took apart the dispenser, but didn't go through with it. We don't have more direct evidence to prove he didn't, but we do have what we should have should be sufficient enough to prove the court that it was a premeditated crime. True, once it becomes a criminal case, Mr. Green will be off the hook. We'll also have to do more to find. We'll also have more time to find more evidence. Alright, that's enough for the day. For one day. You must be exhausted. Let's grab dinner together. Sorry, but I don't have much of an appetite. I should head back to the office and organize everything. I'm really grateful for all your help today, but let's just do this another time. I'll be off. Wait, at least let me send you. I'm worried about you walking over like this. Luke calls a taxi and escorts you to the law firm's ground floor. You enter the elevator and lean against the wall, watching Luke's concerned face gradually disappear as the elevator doors close. You feel the weight of everything sinking in. Exhaustion and distress set in, and you can't help but slowly fall to the ground, hugging your calves. What will happen to Vernon and his restaurant? How will you bring Delicart to justice? Will your first collaboration with Luke as an adult end in failure? You won't accept that. When you return to the office and see a familiar logo, something important hits you. Isn't the PAX ground our own client? Chills go down your spine as you realize the implications of the situation. What is it? How was your investigation? As soon as you see Artem, the weight on your shoulders doubles. Mr. Wing, isn't the PAX group our client? Correct? Are they involved? This isn't a simple food poisoning case, but a premeditated criminal case. Pedro Brooks from Delicart poisoned the water. Delicart seems to be affiliated with the PAX group. And did they threaten you? Not PAX, but Pedro. How did you respond? I told him that even the Von Hagen family isn't above the law, and that I'd take this fight to the Supreme Court if I had to. I had an adrenaline rush when I said that, but we're in trouble now, Mr. Wing. Well said, you're one of Themis' people. Huh? PAX Capital hasn't officially invested in Delicart. Even if they had, there's nothing to worry about. If PAX is willing to cut ties with us for such a company, so be it. If PAX President Austin Von Hagen or his successor Marius Von Hagen troubles you because of this, tell me. I'll help you sue them into bankruptcy. Tiny Artie. What happened? What do you mean, Tiny Artie? Must be my motto. The suck. Yes. That's my favorite thing in the entire world. Thank you so much for the suck, Bonnie. Upon hearing Artem's words, you're momentarily taken aback, but then you burst into laughter. What is so funny? I never heard you say something like that. I never thought you'd say something like that. Your mother got really small for a second. Uh, Probably because I'm moving around on the camera and eating noodles. Thank you, Mr. Wing. I've realized how fortunate I am to work at Themis. Receiving a rare praise from Artem lifts your spirits. Before you discuss this case details with him when he arrives at the law firm. She gives you a piece of key evidence on Fernand's behalf. Kirby just makes out with you. Just full face. Yeah. Kitchen surveillance video obtained. Vernon would rather this evidence not be used in court since he's still holding conflict feelings towards Pedro. Ooh, we're almost at the trial. Shady shopkeeper. He is a heart. Wait, suggested. What's my power level? Oh, my power level is not so good. Let's go back and do some grinding.
Yes, yummy, yummy, yummy. Tell me, tell me, tell me.
Hey, welcome in, Sleepless. How you doing? Hi. Hi to you too. I hope you're doing well tonight. The Sleepless Monarch. Hope you don't mind me calling you Sleepless. Man, I'm alright. Just mentioned on some fruit snacks. What about you? Well, I could definitely go for some fruit snacks. Preferably, Gushers. But I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. No, I don't mind. You can call me whatever. I don't really care. Okay, well, thank you, Sleepless. Like I said, I hope your fruit snacks are delicious. Do you prefer a specific brand of fruit snacks? I wonder if we can do auto. And while it does that, I'm gonna munch on some noodles. Oh, I love Welch's. They're awesome. And let's speed it up. I'm addicted to them. Yeah, they're definitely delicious. Nice. We're gonna keep going just a little while. Is there a particular flavor of fruit snacks that you like? I think I prefer strawberry and grape. Oh wait, I just realized I forgot to change my name. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grape the best. Yeah, grape is pretty awesome. I think if I had to choose that, it would definitely be strawberry. Let's see. Strawberry is good too. Yeah, delish. Okay, cool. We didn't have to do all that then. Oh, we got an extra slot. I didn't even realize. Wait, I got on auto. Okay. If you're going to file a complaint, then do it. Cut the crap. Let's see. Blue. You want some soup? Add water. Complain if you want. Think I'm scared? The soups cost extra. Else you eat the soup dry. The noodles dry. That is all. Let's go ahead and do the trial. Before we start the trial, let's go ahead and update some of our cards. Ooh, upgradable. Let's see what she has to offer first before we make a decision. Oh, okay, it's not. Okay, it's just a trial then. I thought we were gonna be able to see if we had to fight or something. Wednesday, court day. Sitting in the waiting room, you look at the memory card Winnie gave you with a heavy heart. Grandpa Vern said there's actually another CCTV camera hidden in the kitchen. It was actually Pedro who suggested it. It was originally installed to keep an eye on the staff, but now Grandpa Vern hopes this evidence won't be needed. Using it would make him feel like he's putting Pedro in prison with his own hands. The surveillance video clearly shows Pedro disassembling the dispenser and putting insecticide 330 into the tank at 7:32 a.m. on the day of the incident. In the video, Pedro seems worried that he's put too much insecticide. He pours out the contaminated water and dilutes the tank with tap water. After that, Pedro disappears for a few minutes. We suspect that he felt water was too diluted and added more insecticide through 3:30. However, this part wasn't seen on camera or Vernon. When it's seen by the camera or Vernon, this is why Vernon didn't clean the dispenser, even though he knew Pedro was the culprit. Pedro must have been conflicted about his actions, but his desire for monetary wealth eventually prevailed. You obtain key evidence to win the trial, but you don't feel happy about it. You suddenly receive a text message from Luke. He's on a special case, so he can't come. Oh, I wish you could see me win this trial with his own eyes. Autumn stands before the French windows. The French windows? Ho ho ho. Baguette. I'm just kidding. I don't know any French words. Autumn stands before the French windows and hesitates for a moment before making a call on his phone. Bean, it's me. I found a candidate. As per procedure, please conduct a psychological evaluation. We're discussing work, not my personal feelings. Right, I'll arrange for her to meet you ASAP. Ooh, it's gonna be me. Civil Court, 10 o'clock. Court is in session for the food poisoning case of Penny's comfort food. Alright, let me put these noodles down. Is this where the Phoenix right comes in? The prosecution will first give their opening statement. Your Honor, I, Howard Cedar, from Balder Legal Office, and I am representing John Doe, the 5 other victims in the class action lawsuit against Penny Comfort's Food. On Friday the 3rd of this month, John Doe and 5 other victims ate lunch at Penny's Comfort Food. Due to faulty management, insecticide contaminated the water used to make the seafood tofu soup, causing my clients to seek medical attention for abdominal pain and diarrhea. This incident not only damaged my client's health, but also caused severe psychological trauma. They have been unable to enjoy food without concerns to this day. As such, on behalf of my clients, I am demanding $30,000 in compensation from Penny Comfort's Food for each victim. The defense may now present their opening statement. Your Honor, ooh, she looks hot. Your Honor, I am wholly representing the defendant and owner of Penny Comfort Food, Mr. Vernon Green, due to his poor physical health. The plaintiff is demanding compensation from Penny Comfort Food based on the assumption that this is a case of food poisoning due to negligence. However, this assumption is completely wrong. This case is actually a deliberate and premeditated criminal case. Mr. Green is not at fault and should not be responsible for compensatory damages. Are you making these absurd claims because your client is unable to pay compensation? The nature of this case has already been validated by the FSB incident report. Objection. The report only validates the fact that the food. I cannot be a lawyer. I'd be like, that. That would be funny. That report only validates the fact that the food only contaminated by a toxic substance. It does not prove intent. The true perpetrator of this crime is Mr. Pedro Brooks, a sales manager at Jellycart. Counsel Brooks is currently unrelated to this case. Do you have any evidence to support your claim? I'll present sufficient evidence to the court and ask that Mr. Brooks to be called to the stand. The court calls Mr. Brooks to the stand. The old man's crazy. He's trying to drag me down with him. Despite Mr. Brooks' emotional outbursts, I also suspect that the defense's smoke and mirrors are attempting to divert our attention. According to the FSB incident report, the affected customers had ingested toxic insecticide chemicals resulting in abdominal pain and diarrhea. However, Mr. Green had instructed his employees to purchase Bug Out, which is an insecticide that is not toxic to humans. Mr. Green's words themselves are hardly convincing evidence. Even if he did purchase a toxic insecticide, how would he dare tell you? Would he not dare tell you? Objection. His words can be substantiated. The poisoning insecticide. Excuse me. The poisoning insecticide was purchased by Mr. Brooks. The evidence is insecticide receipt. A receipt from the professional grade insecticide 330 was found inside the restaurant. Insecticide 330 is harmful to humans, while it's not lethal, it causes abdominal pain and diarrhea. This symptoms matches the FSB said in their incident report. The payment account number shown on the receipt matches Mr. Brooks' personal account number. That's a wild guess. The receipt only shows part of the account number. You can't prove that that's my account. Sorry, I was slurping noodles. That's a wild guess. Receipt. Oh, okay, I already read that. The particle number, account number matches the account number you gave Mr. Green when he was financially supporting you during college. Which part of partial don't you understand? You can't prove that that's my account number. That's true. I should show other evidence. That's a wild guess. Okay, cool. We get it. Intentional contamination constitutes a criminal case. As long as the evidence is shared, the prosecution is a simple matter of identifying the account owner. Additionally, your fingerprints were found on the receipt. Mr. Brooke, please explain this. Even if I bought it, that doesn't prove it. I poisoned the water. I bought it for personal use because there's an infestation problem at my place. I probably dropped it when I visited the old man. When did you visit Mr. Green? After the incident, of course. Illichart provides customized public relations and services to the clients. I went to Vernon to help him out, but who knew that Penny Pincher cares more about his money than his restaurant's reputation? I can attest to that, Your Honor. My clients attempted to settle this with Mr. Green out of court, but he refuses to pay compensation. Hence, we are here right now. Objection. Mr. Shitter, your client attempts to extort Mr. Green for compensation value that far exceeds the legal limit. Of course, my client will not pay. Mr. Brooks, you did indeed visit Mr. Green at his restaurant. Not only that, but not only after the incident. Pedro went to the restaurant before the incident and had a chance to poison the water. The evidence is CCTV footage shows that the morning of the incident, you entered Penny Comfort's food at 7:28 a.m. and left at 7:43 a.m. The footage also shows that the water was delivered at 6 a.m. Mr. Green and the caretaker were buying ingredients at 6:30 and 8 a.m. Between 6:30 and 8 a.m. And the server started work at 9 a.m. While you were at the restaurant, no one else was present, and the spring water had already been delivered. Can you explain what you were doing there? Why would you be alone at an empty restaurant for 15 minutes? I wanted to sell Mr. Vernon our premium services. He wasn't in, so I waited for a bit. He was taking forever, so I left. Your Honor, Mr. Brooks' explanation is reasonable. He is simply a sales manager who works hard to perform well. Objection. Objection. He works hard, but not in an ethical manner. The evidence that proves Mr. Brooks poisoned the water is in this audio recorder, Pedro admits to perform he admits that he needed burning so target. Let's try this. No, this is a piece of evidence that doesn't support one claim. The evidence that proves water is okay. Mr. Brooks, you did not idly wait during those 15 minutes at the restaurant. A large amount of insecticide 330 residue was found inside the water dispenser and your fingerprints were present as well. How do you explain this? I was just thirsty. I got some water from the dispenser. Then why were your fingerprints found near the internal filter? There's nothing to say. The insecticide did not contaminate the water by accident, as stated by the FSE report, the incident report. This is a case of intentional poisoning. The water was coming out too slowly, so I took apart the dispenser to check. Do not lie. The water dispenser operates without any problems. I could demonstrate here in court. I don't have any reason to do that. Why would I try to damage the restaurant's reputation? When I first came to Stella's, I was a job-seeking high school dropout. Brennan was the one who encouraged me to study for college entrance exams so I could change my destiny. I've always been grateful to Vernon. After joining Deli Cart, I tried to help him expand his business. I have no reason to get him in trouble. You are lying through your teeth, Mr. Brooks. How shameless can you be? Counsel, please mind your speech. Do you have any evidence to refute Mr. Brooks said? Your Honor, I believe that the defense has shown their entire hand. Mr. Brooks has motive to commit such a crime, and the evidence is FSB. This, of course. Mr. Brooks, you entered the restaurant last Saturday when I was collecting evidence. You openly confess that you are immensely pressured to meet your sales target and that you want Mr. Green to purchase Deli Cart's premium public relations services. If the food poisoning incident did not occur, then you would not have a reason to convince Mr. Green to buy Deli Cart's premium services, correct? Mr. Green cares not about the Mr. Green cares not about the negative reviews written by Deli Cart's ghostwriters. The positive reviews in his feedback book are worth infinitely more to him. Who stands to benefit the most from such an incident? Everything you said that day was recorded. Unexpected, no? This recording, your tone of voice does not convey even a sliver of gratitude. Even if I would benefit from the incident, it doesn't prove that I did it. The recording shows that Mr. Brooks and Mr. Green are not on the best of terms, but that does not prove that Mr. Brooks committed the crime. Miss Remy, you said earlier that Mr. Brooks' fingerprint was on the water dispenser, but were the only ones found? The fingerprints of Mr. Green and Restaurant 2 employees were found on the exterior of the water dispenser. However, they were in charge of the restaurant's daily operations. It is not out of the ordinary for their fingerprints to be under the dispenser. Objection. We cannot rule out the possibility of one of the restaurant's employees disassembled the dispenser and poisoned the water. Contaminating the filter without leaving behind fingerprints can be achieved with the assistance of tools. If this happens to be true, the restaurant would be more in dire straits. You may have shot yourself in the foot. Mr. Brooks may be a key suspect, but there is no decisive evidence that proves his guilt. Should I show them the kitchen surveillance video? You look at the gallery and see both Artem and Winnie sitting there. Artem looks at you in a cool and calm manner, as if he's telling you that a lawyer's judgment should not influence by their feelings when in court. However, you cannot ignore Winnie's bloodshot eyes. Behind the video is an old man whose internal struggles. No matter what Pedro has done, Mr. Green will still regard him as his son. If Pedro convicted, Mr. Green would be devastated. So I should... Ooh, this is a... Okay. Damn. I was doing mini mode. I'm trying to see what else we have, what other evidence we have other than the captured footage. Your Honor, I would like to request a brief recess to talk to a key witness. There was no need for that. Please submit the recording, Miss Remy. The audience is surprised to see Vernon sitting among them. Mr. Green, please don't mind my soft spot for him. Pedro is no longer the good, hardworking kid I once knew. Okay, so it didn't matter if we chose. We're gonna show it anyway. He's been led astray by that evil company. He's not like my Peter anymore. Your Honor, Mr. Green is disrupting order in the court. Order! Those in the gallery do not interfere with the trial proceedings. Mr. Green, Your Honor, I submit one more piece of evidence to the court. This video from the hidden camera in Penny Comfort's food kitchen. It clearly shows Mr. Brooks putting the insecticide in the water. No way. That camera is... You installed it for Mr. Green in the past, did you not? This is karma coming back to bite you, Mr. Brooks. Mr. Brooks, what do you have to say in your defense? I didn't... Okay, let's start our debate. Do you know how much pressure I'm under every day? Everyone does this kind of thing. How come I'm the only one in the wrong? You lawyers should mind your own business. I almost succeeded. Why do you have to interfere? The past crew has our back. You better not mess with us. That is all. Your Honor, I didn't do it willingly. The other cart forced me to. They forced us to do these things to reach our targets. If you're going to convict me, then you should round all of them up. Mr. Brooks, do you confess to the crime of poisoning the water? The court pronounces its verdict. The plaintiff sued Mr. Green for food poisoning due to management negligence. The trial has significantly changed the nature of this case. The court rejects the plaintiff's claim for damages. Whether Mr. Green is liable for compensatory damage, this will be determined after the conclusion of the respective criminal case. Bailiff, take Mr. Brooklyn into custody of the court and transfer him to law enforcement. Vernon, how could you do this to me? How could you? Pedro tries to break out from the bailiff's grip and lunges towards Vernon in the gallery, but the bailiff holds strong. Both Winnie and Artem are standing up and shielding Vernon from Pedro. Seeing Pedro like this, Vernon cannot help but weep. There really is no hope for you. Maybe it would have changed had it come to this if I kept you home and didn't let you find a job. Vernon turns and leaves the courtroom with Whitney's help. What? Not only did I lose to Artem, but also to their junior lawyer? Unbelievable. Court is adjourned. Trial 1. Defense successful. Nice. And we're going to read this last one, and then we're going to call it a night here and probably raid out. Artem's office. As soon as you had submitted all the evidence to the prosecution. Hold on. As soon after you had submitted all the evidence to the prosecution, the criminal court took charge of Pedro's case. With the conclusive evidence, he was stiffly convicted and sentenced. Mr. Green and Penny's comfort foods were found not at fault and therefore not responsible for compensation. Pedro was liable for the victim's compensatory damages. Word has that Pedro revealed Delicar's shady illegal business practices in court, which led to a lawsuit against the company. And now, all previous talks of investigation remain just that. What is on your mind? Thinking about the case now reminds you of how heartbroken Vernon was. Immersed in these somber thoughts, it takes you a while to realize that Artem is calling you. Ahem. Sorry, Mr. Wing. Were you talking to me? Why didn't you present the surveillance video in court? I didn't have the courage to face a heartbroken Green. Mr. Green, citizen the child you love with your own hands. Plans can be influenced by emotions, but we cannot. We maintain rationality and make the best decisions for our clients. Your vulnerability caused Mr. Green to personally request the evidence be shown. That was the more painful outcome. I'm deeply sorry for my error, Mr. Wing. Never mind. Newer lawyers are always like you. They're not calm enough, but they're also nothing. Artem seems to want to say something, but he doesn't continue. For a split second, his azure eyes seem to reflect a different emotion, as if he carried an unbearable and deeply rooted pain. Artem sighs. He turns around and picks up a few blue packets from his desk. Are Harrison's forensic packets related to the case? Are they Mr. Green's? They're his, but they're not related to the case. They were probably brought back together with all the other evidence. Hey, Sammy, welcome in. Thank you for the boot. Let's see. When you left the restaurant that day, Luke, oh wait, I should have said something else. How you doing? You're welcome. I hope you're having a nice Thursday night. Tomorrow's the weekend. I hope you're gonna do something fun. Let's see. Doing great and a little windy. So it's a little windy outside. Oh, and little windy? I guess that means like the weather. But yeah, I'm back. I'm glad you're doing good. I hope you're having a nice night, and thank you for stopping by. We're almost done with the stream actually. We're on the last episode of this chapter, and then we'll be ending. We did just start this episode, and it did take a while to read, so I'll I wouldn't worry about what you missed. Let's see. When you left the restaurant that day, Luke had packed the evidence bag for you. He left you threw the packets in without much thought. They weren't needed during the trial, so I put them in my folder. I haven't organized it yet. How's Mr. Green's recent mental state? Are these things related? When he said that Mr. Green was diagnosed with depression, it might have been caused by potential chronic harassment. Thankfully, the case is over, so he can properly rest up. I see. Artem is resilient. Artem is silent for a moment, but then suddenly changes the subject. I recognize that art. Which art? Of this game? I have a document that needs to be delivered to a psychologist named Ben Richter. I can't leave right now. Can you deliver this for me? The address is on the box. Ben Richter? You've heard this name before, but he's a widely renowned expert in psychology. They say he has focused on criminal psychology in the past 2 years and has published many papers. Many prestigious universities want him as a lecturer. For some reason, Ben Richter refuses all of their invitations and quietly settled down in Stella's. I wanted to meet Ben for a while. The color and anime person. Oh, you talking about the guy on screen? His name is, I think it's Artem. I don't know if this game has an anime, but if it does, I'll definitely be watching it. It's called Tears of Themis. Yeah, I'll have to check out, see if maybe it does have something related to like animations. I do know they have some animated scenes here and there, but I don't think they have like a. Oh, it looks like our ad break's gonna start in a minute, y'all. I was gonna say I might snooze them, but we're gonna finish this episode and then call it a night. So let's see. I'm gonna try to read as fast as I can. I've wanted to meet Mr. Van for a while. He and I are only business associates, not friends. Be mindful when talking to him. Don't worry, I'll treat him like a business partner. Good. Then thanks and take care. PAX President's Office. Meanwhile, at PAX Group headquarters, the atmosphere in the President's office is suffocating. Speak. You were quick to make those investment decisions. Why don't you dare say anything now? Ads are happening in 5 seconds. We'll be going on Be Right Back, so get something to eat, get something to drink, and we'll come back in 3 minutes. I'm gonna keep reading until the ads actually show up. So let me see. Mr. Von Hagen, we did not know that Deli Cart earned their profits from extorting clients. They kept everything under a tight lid. Even if we heard rumors, we did not get any evidence. What you're saying is the big data lab that costs us millions to maintain every year is just a fancy dictionary, not a supercomputer? No, that's not what I meant at all. Heh, couldn't get any evidence. It's not like I told you to prepare for court. From where I'm sitting, it looks like you lack the decency and responsibility to even look into them. Even if they didn't extort their clients, the PAX Group and I would never support them for falsified reviews. You remember this. As long as the PAX Group is under the name of Von Hagen, it will not. Oh, looks like our ad is starting. See y'all in 3 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on Be Right Back, and I will be right back myself. Welcome back from ads, everybody. We're gonna continue reading. Let me see. Oh, excuse me. I want him to get something to drink. Let me see. Okay. You remember this. As long as the PAX group is under the name of Von Hagen. Thank you so much, Sammy. Welcome back to you too. It will not profit even a single cent through such underhanded means. Yes, sir, I understand. I will immediately handle whoever is responsible. Remember, whoever is responsible? No need. Handle yourself. Hey, Curvy. What's up, Curvy? Thank you, Greed, for the suck. Let's see. Handle yourself first. PAX Group, PAX Capital is my mother's legacy, and you've played a large part in dirtying it. I hear that the owner of Delicart is your relative. Von Hagen? Mr. Von Hagen, you've been with the company for a long time, so I'll spare you a lawsuit. You may leave. Do not show your face on any of PAX Group's properties ever again. Ooh, episode 10. You can now learn something about Arden. Hi again. I noticed you haven't used the task log yet. It's impressive that you've made it this far. You can check your tasks and claim the task rewards here. After completing the task, okay, so like any other gacha game. Oh, we leveled up. Wait, hold on. Achievements? Oh, we got a gun. Nice. No, okay, that's just some pay-to-play thing. No, we got friends. Let's accept. Ooh, level 12? Damn, she's been playing a lot. Okay, wait a minute. Got episode rewards. Okay, go away, please. Gonna get another gun? Nah. Hey, they've reunited, Donnie and Sam. Okay, so with that said, I think we're gonna go ahead and raid out to someone. I really appreciate y'all stopping by. I had a lot of fun playing this game. This game is so fun. We'll probably be playing it sometime next week, or we might replace it with a different game. I do enjoy it, so we're definitely it's gonna be on my roster to play it sometime in the future. I can't guarantee it'll be next week, but oh wait, something happened. Yeah, I can't guarantee that's gonna be next week. We are gonna raid out, so I'm gonna leave the raid message in the chat. This is for the people who aren't subscribed, and this is for people who are subscribed. Copy the raid message on my end, and I think we might. Oh, it looks like Portia Pig is live right now. So we're gonna raid out to her. And I believe she's doing the little chomp run, but I did see she had other Pokemon in her arsenal. So let me go ahead and set that raid up. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and raid out, and I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself, but I hope y'all have a nice rest of your night. I hope you have a nice weekend, and have a nice one, y'all. See y'all Saturday with some catfish.